The carnage is like best. It's better when it's like muddy, rainy, people falling over left, right and centre. Like, I think the carnage side of it's way better.
Hello guys, welcome back for another video. We are in the car on the way to go meet two professional athletes, Rory Leonard, European under-23 10,000 metre champion, and Scott Beattie, who is fresh off 9th place at the World Road Running Champs over 5,000 metres as well. These two HOKA athletes, newly signed, they are preparing for the Liverpool cross country in just 2 weeks time, basically the pinnacle of cross country running in the UK. We're gonna go get some tips and tricks off them, how to attack the cross country races, how to prepare, and any tactics that they'll use. Also, we're gonna talk a little bit of footwear as well, what they train in, what surface they train on, and we're gonna catch up with them for a cheeky 10-mile run, all off-road, on the hills. Apparently it's Rory's bread and butter, so I'm not sure I'm looking forward to that part, but stay tuned, let's go meet the guys. Gents, here we are. Thanks for the coffee, Rory.
Of course.
Nice little town we're in. So how long have you been here?
Yeah, it's nice. Parents moved over here like maybe a few years ago when I went into the US. Like Scott, grew up in the Northeast for the most part, so I'm just like a kind of fake Yorkshireman to an extent. Been here for about 3 years kind of thing, of which most of it I've been away.
And you see Simon HOKA, like how's it been so far, boys?
Good, yeah, exciting, like having someone like believe in you and stuff. Leaving uni, I didn't know if I would be in a group or have any sort of support or anything, so right now everything's kind of like new and just excited to see where things go.
It's weird, like you kind of grew up together. Is it weird now you're both professionals? Did you see that coming when you were youngsters on the circuit?
Yeah, we probably both thought it, yeah, but yeah, we're naive when you're younger, aren't you? Like, oh yeah, that'll definitely happen, but I think,
yeah, for me, I kind of like, when I first joined Morpeth Harriers, went down to like my first road night, our old coach, Mike Bateman, would set everyone off in a handicap for every single like road session. And so when I first joined, I was like first handicap going off, getting caught by everyone. Scott was last handicap. So for the first like 2 years of my life, it was just showing up to a road session and then with like 100 meters left of each rep, where Scott and him just like going straight past kind of thing. Well, I'd started by really looking up to Scott, and then had the whole like Morpeth thing, and then weirdly both moved to the same like state in the US, and so we actually lived about an hour apart. Then yeah, we've ended up back in the same place again.
Yeah.
The reason we're here, we're going to talk cross country for the most part. So yeah, we'll head to the trails, get a run done. But you know, as far as training goes, 10 miles is that? It seems to be. We're going to go do that in a sec. It seems to be a staple for you boys. Is that the core, the foundation of your week? These morning 10-mile runs.
Nice, easy 10-miler. It's like 10 and 5, isn't it? Usually.
Yeah, I feel like 10 mile now is like the staple standard run for most seniors. Like for most people over like once they get 18, 19, 20, it's like, if you're running less than 10 miles on an easy run, you just can't hit the mileage that you need to do if you're doing that.
Yeah.
And that's important that we've seen with like on the world stage.
Do you have tactics on the cross? Because I always feel like cross is so much easier to like lose your head a little bit, go through bad patches.
It is, yeah. I don't know. I think I've started to realise like I just like a race being pretty hard and fast from the gun. To be honest, I'm kind of coming round to that more and more. Yeah, and I kind of enjoy that because it's sort of the harder you make the race, you're going to finish the race being like, okay, I've got pretty much everything out of myself, kind of thing. And then also I enjoy the feeling of making it hard for everyone else around you as well. Like there's no
feeding off that.
Yeah, exactly. And knowing that everyone's kind of suffering the same way that you are, rather than, you know, a bit of a jog around where I was breathing, you know, you've got someone who's run 3:34 behind you thinking they're going to do me in the last K kind of thing. And so, yeah, I think in terms of tactics, I just like it to be a hard run race, at least by the end. You know, I don't 4K minimum.
So I always feel like as you know, when we're watching on the sidelines and stuff, we don't pick up on all the little surges and stuff that happen in cross country.
Yeah.
Is there? And I always think there's a few people in a cross country race. I take Liverpool Cross. There's probably like 15 or 20 of you actually racing. Everyone else is just flat out trying to get around, right?
Yeah.
So there'll be a few moments where you'll have to pick when to surge, You know, so do you look at that before? Is that very much in the moment you're responding to your body?
Just in the moment, I think. Yeah.
I think your body almost tells you when to go.
Yeah.
It's weird. I think like it can happen 200 meters into the race. It can happen, 3-4 miles into the race. But there's just a point where your body starts to kind of come together, and you're like, right, yeah, ready again.
Let's just talk about footwear a little bit, because are track spikes for cross, or do you back a cross country spike? Is there much difference? Do you pick and choose?
Before, depending on the course and the day and the weather and all that sort of stuff. And with the Crescendo, you've almost got like a spike and a kind of trail outsole, where you've got the best qualities of a trail shoe on the outsole, and you've also got spikes supporting it around the side kind of thing. I don't think that certain super spikes are going to save you in certain weather, so I think it's about making sure that you've definitely got the grip. I think when you're going through, the last thing you want 100 meters into the race is realizing that you've not got the right grip. There's nothing worse than questioning yourself at 9.9k, being like, I've picked the wrong shoe. And just because, again, we were saying how hard a race can be, the last thing you want to be questioning is your tool on your foot kind of thing, and we're pretty lucky with that.
The grass has to be really dry if you want to wear a track spike. Frosty, hard ground, or just completely bone dry. I think even if there's a little bit of mud, I don't think any super spikes, because it's just soft, isn't it? You're not going to get any response off that. So just whatever's comfy and can get grip on the grass. You just want to feel confident in what you're wearing on your feet.
Liverpool in the corner, you've already got some cross-country races under your belt. You raced in France on the weekend.
Yes.
How are preparations going for Liverpool Cross?
It's good, training's been going really well. Just kind of it's hard to replicate 10k on the grass without racing. So, but just more so try not to race too much before it, need to run well there to qualify, but with the eye on being ready for Euros.
And what we have both been able to do is just really get our aerobic system going and be flying along, where really we'll take to the grass and hopefully just be the fittest.
I was going to say, because you boys have always been pretty good at cross. Do you find yourself not having to train grass as much as maybe those people who have struggled on the cross?
Maybe. I feel like it's been a while since I've been on the mud, just with both being in America. It's quite different going from the hard, nice cut grass to the mud. It's just polar opposites. No, I think I don't know if it just came naturally, but just because it's longer distance stuff, I think it helps me getting on the grass, just because you want to train on what you're about to race on. I feel if it's confidence more than anything, I've done that, so I'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely. I think I realised last year that I hadn't forgotten how to run on the mud, but I forgot how muddy it can get in your, I came back from nationals in Stillwater, NTA nationals, and straight to Turin, Europeans, massive hill, which you were walking up. Not only that, you're in ankle deep mud while going up the hill. You're then coming back down the same hill, again ankle deep mud, just trying not to face plant kind of thing, ideally.
Do you wear a watch? Watch or no watch? Pretty nice.
No watch.
No watch.
I think it's nice not thinking about it. All you have to think about is your effort and the people around, people around you. You don't have to think I'm going too fast right now. You just kind of thing. It's nice. It's more of just a race instead of splits or anything.
Do you prefer that?
Yeah. The carnage is best. It's better when it's muddy, rainy, people falling over left, right and centre. I think the carnage side of it's way better. Over in the States it's pretty uniform, because people are just battering every K kind of thing. But here you've got no idea what's going to happen. And so I'm happy that we're back here doing the proper cross country now.
And with both of us, I guess, with Liverpool, we're gonna just be trying to be in that lead pack. And I guess, well, for me anyway, I'm not gonna make it. I prefer if it's a bit slow. If everyone's just looking at each other, I'd prefer that, but it's probably gonna be hard from the gun. But
yeah, you have no option in Liverpool not to. No, that's right. You can't let those spots slip. Highest position?
You know what, I'm a bit of a merchant for Liverpool because I've actually only run it a few times.
Made several GB teams.
Yeah, and I came 10th in the senior men's race because once you get to under 23s, I don't look at the race in like under 23s anymore because it's like it's a fake age group.
Yeah.
And so it's like you're a senior man.
You're a
now.
European champion. Don't do yourself like that.
Exactly. That's it. It's a fake age group. But yeah, I came 10th in the senior men's race when I was first year under 23.
That's solid. I've never done the senior men's race.
What?
Only junior. Yeah.
Love it.
I think 1 year it clashed with NCA, so I couldn't go.
Yeah.
And then 1 year I just didn't come back, and then it was COVID, so I missed the last year as well. So yeah, I've never actually done this is a full course.
I think what I love about it is just everyone who does Liverpool has in the back of their mind a spot. Like you don't really race it unless you're like, right, yeah, I could make the TP. Yeah. Everyone kind of backs himself for it, which makes it so exciting. There's no certainties on the cross either. Like, do you love that or do you hate that? The fact that sometimes you could be a lot fitter than someone on the track. Your 5K PBs both the year incredible. But
I quite like it. Like it means like you can't like take anything for granted. Like someone could. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying I'm better than this person because if they beat me on that day, they're better than me. Yeah. But like someone who maybe I'm faster on the road or track, like it just brings other people into it, and like you have to be like switched on. And at the end of the day, like it's a race, isn't it? So like you have to run hard and be tough, otherwise people are going to beat you wherever you are. So I think it's good. Like it's just good to have that mentality of like, if it is muddy, anyone's in it, and I've got to beat them. It doesn't matter what their name is or what they've done.
Blimey, done and dusted, mate. 10 miles with the boys in these famous woods Leonard uses day in, day out. He's a bit of a mountain goat, I'll be honest with you. But if you wanted to know what gets you fit for cross country, it's running over very hilly terrain. All off-road as well, so that was good fun. Very muddy sections as well. If you enjoyed the content, like, subscribe, and stick around for some more.